everyone. We are the Group 1 CO2 Lab 4.
So now we will talk about the 1.1 defining motivation, satisfaction, and performance. Motivation, satisfaction, and performance are closely linked. Colin Powell's motivation drove his success in the U.S. Army and government. Satisfied employees stay longer and support others. Leaders improve performance through goal setting, feedback, and rewards. High performance increases satisfaction and loyalty. Leadership, team selection, ethics, intelligence, and resources all impact success. Motivated teams perform better, benefiting both individuals and organizations. So it means that this motivation and satisfaction and performance are connected based kay Colin Powell. The motivations, tapos ang motivations is naghimosaya nga maging successful siya in his life. Tapos, and if the employee is satisfied, if ang employee daw is satisfied daw sila, mag-stay daw sila and mag-stay sila sa usa ka company and mag-help sila sa isigiya or each other. They will help each other. And ang leaders po, mo siya ang nagpaayo or nagpalambo sa trabaho gamit ang goals, feedback, and rewards. Then if kada ang performance, mutaas tayo ang loyalty and to achieving success. The right team should have ethics, intelligence, and resources. So, ang example pa rin siya is sa governance. Sa government, ang example nila is ang president with strong motivation to fight corruption, mag-set dayon siya of clear goals and policies. Tapos, ang mga government employees, dayon satisfied sa fair wages and leadership, and good leadership, work harder and stay in service. Tapos, their improved performance leads to better public services, increasing citizens' trust and loyalty to the government. And the next, 1.2 Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Followers are motivated when their needs are met. Needs create discomfort, driving action. Examples include hunger, safety, belonging, and meaningful work. When unmet people persist until satisfied, leaders can boost engagement by understanding and fulfilling these needs. Meeting needs encourage commitment, helping teams achieving goals. Effective leaders recognize what drives their followers and use this to maintain motivation and performance. So it means na mas ganahan ang followers if mahatag ang ilang needs. Example nilang security, ang pakikisama, and ang leader and ang saktong na leader po should understand and help his or her employees na ma-achieve nila ang ilahang goals. Ang example ani niya is ang mayor maka-notice siya nga ang iyang mga tao is nahadlok tungod sa mga krimen and mo na siya nga mag-decide dayon siya or magbuhat din siya og action. Then mo na ang mayor din kay maghatag din siya security dahil maghatag din siya og security sa iyang mga employees or sa iyang mga followers rather. And para sa dayon nga kuan ang mga tao dayon is mahatag din sa mayor dayon ang ilahang security nga kailangan nila is magkuan na din if mahatag sa mayor ang mga followers dayon mas mag-trust and mas maglabaw dayon ang loyalty nila and dayon if mag-support dayon sila sa mga community program nga gihimo dayon sa mayor. Okay, so according to Maslow, people are motivated by 5 basic types of needs. These include the need to survive psychologically, the need for security, the need for affiliation with other people, meaning a nice belongingness, and the need for self-esteem and the need for self-actualization. Maslow's conceptualization of needs is usually presented by a of needs, arranged in a hierarchy of needs. According to Maslow, any person's behavior can be understood primarily as the effort directed to satisfy a particular level of needs in the hierarchy. So, sa triangle is nakadirin sa first kuan, sa pinaka-top sa triangle. So, ang self-actualization needs, ang STEAM needs, or ang self-STEAM needs, belonging needs, security needs, and psychological needs. So, it means that according to Maslow's, people has 5 needs, which is the survive, psychologically, security, affiliation with other people, self-esteem, self-actualization, kinahanglan matuman ang ubos ng level sa wala pa ang mas taas. Ang mga decision dayon sa tao kasagaran na nakabase sa paninahanglan sa ilahang gustong matuman. Example na itang government, naghatag og education at matabangan ang katawhan na maabot ang ilahang potential. And then, sa fourth slide, Maslow's theory states that lower needs must be met before higher needs motivate behavior. Leaders should first ensure basic needs, safety, security, social connection are fulfilled before appealing to self-esteem or self-actualization. For example, Anna is motivating an underdressed skylift operator with pride in work wouldn't work until her basic needs are met. Leaders must align motivation efforts with employees' needs for effective results. So it means that Maslow's theory explained that people focus sila sa ilang basic needs before the higher needs can drive them. So mag-focus sila sa ilang mas kinahanglanon, ayaw sila mag-move or mag-move forward sa usa ka butang nga murag mas level na gud ang ilang part. Then ang leaders po dayon is leaders should ensure safety, security, and social connection before encouraging self-esteem or personal growth. So example, di ba, is ang skylift operator who lacks warm clothing, so di siya paka-feel o motivate until ma-met niya iyang basic needs. So, ang mga leaders dayon must understand employees needs to motivate them effectively. So, kailangan yun sa leaders yun nga, ilahang tabangan or maghatag sila og motivation sa ilahang employees or sa kanang mga followers nila para mas ma-motivate and kanang ilahang pag-motivate or pag-help sa ilahang employees makahatag og saktong something or sakto daw nga kaayuhan or mas effective pag yan ang ilahang na-help ang ilahang pag-help dito sa ilahang mga employees. And then sa kanya siya nga slides is about na siya sa flight attendance. Example lang yapon siya sa motivate, satisfaction, and sa performance. Fifth slide, during economic growth 2002 to 2009, many workers focused on self-esteem and self-actualization. However, the 2008 to 2010 recession shifted priorities to job security and basic survival. Employees work longer hours to keep their jobs, not for fulfillment. Unemployed individuals focus on basic needs like food. As the economy recovers, leaders must assure workers their security needs are met before motivating them toward higher level goals like self-esteem and self-actualization. It means that when the economy was strong, gusto sa mga employees or workers of respect and career growth. But during 2008 to 2010 recession or crisis, they focused on keeping their jobs and meeting basic needs. Daghan nag-work o dugay aron lang mabuhi. So, Start na siya kanang sa 2008 to 2010 is mura grabe gid kayo kay ang crisis kay mas dipili nila nga mag-work and mag-work sila and mas prioritihan na lang nila ang katong ilang mga basic needs like katong mga foods, like katong mga kinahanglanon yun atong time. And as the economy improves, leaders need mo siguro sa trabaho una before motivating employees with higher goals. So example ani niya dayon is empleyado sa government gusto og promotion but in 2008 to 2010 mga crisis ilang gipanguna ang seguridad sa trabaho o panginabuhi. Ang mga ang gobyerno mag-give og ayuda and program for work to help them. Kung maayo ang ekonomiya, mas dali silang ma-motivate sa higher goals.
Okay, we are in 1.3, how the rewards and punishment affect motivation. Rewards and punishment influence behavior by changing its direction, intensity, or perspectives. On siya, reward make people more likely to repeat behavior. On siya, sa pala niya, paghatag og bonus sa katrabahati nga nakasobra sa iyang punta sa pagbaligya. Reward increase the likelihood of repeating a behavior like giving fully a cash award for a helpful suggestion. Ito siya, yung ikuha niya example. So, kung dayon, punishment increase the likelihood of repeating unwanted behavior like losing her bonus for missing a deadline. Kanya na niya kay pagkulang sa sweldo sa usa ka empleyado tungod sa pagkaulay or late niya. And next na kay reward and punishment can be contingent like to a specific behavior. So, muna siya ang kuan. Reward and punishment are not like it to specific action. Example lang kay pagdawat o random nga igalo gikan sa iyang boss na walay bisan unsang particular reason or non-contingent not like to behavior not rewarded behavior may eventually stop through sa pulyan sa last thing kay ang usa ka empleyado nimong pag submitting helpful suggestion tungod kay dili sila kung recognize. Next then. Research show that the operant approach effectively boosts motivation and performance when applied correctly. Such Kubik and Luthans found the incentive pay for a specific behavior was the most effective reward, followed by social recognition and feedback. In improving performance at credit card processing centers, rewards especially contingent ones work better than punishment later. Well-designed proper reward system can increase followers' productivity and performance. To design an effective operant system, leaders should follow these steps. Una kay define important behaviors. Clearly specify what actions are expected, how often, and at what level. Ang example na kay not na ang tanan nga mga trabahante abot sa oras o makumpleto ang iyang mga assigned tasks. Ang isunod ay evaluate correct behavior. Check if behaviors are being punished, rewarded, or ignored. Sometimes leaders unintentionally reward unwanted behaviors. Ang isa po na ito, ang isa ka trabahante terminal late apan yun makadawat o bisag isang silot na imo sa iyang magpadayon nga late. Ang sunod ay understand followers' performance. Find out the reward or punishments are meaningful to followers. Not everyone values the same things. Ang isa po na kay ang uban nga mga empleyado mahimo by money, while ang uban nga gasto ang pag recognition or praise. So they can avoid iniquities by very and consistent with reward to prevent feelings or unfairness among peers. Ang isa po niya kay kung ang duha ka trabahante adunay pagkapareha nga performance apan nga makadawat og lahi-lahi nga bonus, maong kini ang hinungdan sa pagka-unfair. So ni kay use low-cost reward. Besides monetary reward, social recognition and feedback can boost motivation without extra cost. Ang isa po niya kay pag-ila sa publiko sa maayo na trabaho sa usa ka empleyado sa usa ka team meeting. Ang last ni ka, administer rewards and punishment continuously. Ensure consequence are directly tied to specific behavior to improve their effectiveness. Ang sa po niya kay paghatag og bonus alang sa pag-human sa isa ka project on time under budget. However, research has shown that social recognition and performance feedback significantly improve productivity in followers, and these rewards do not cost any money. Using ingenuity, leaders can often come up with an array of potential rewards and punishments that are effective and explicit and do not violate organizational norms or policies. Research show simple recognition, good work, and providing constructive feedback can be very effective in boosting employee productivity, and ang diskarte na ito ay madalas na mas mura kaysa mga monetary rewards. Isa po niya kay ang isa ka manager mahimog ingon sa public ang isa ka sales representative na nakasupro sa iyang target pinaagi sa pagpakita sa iyang nakaabot sa usa ka team leaderboard or sending a company wide email. From 2002 to 2009, the Piran approach usually pay for performance was widely used with bonuses or commissions tied to results. Salespeople were paid based on sales, but during the 2008 and 2010 decision, even if they perform well, their compensation dropped due to lower customer demand. This highlights limitation of the operant approach. Situational factors can reduce the effectiveness of reward or programs. People may get reward without effort during economic bumps or fail despite their best effort due to the external circumstance. One niya kay the effectiveness of reward system can be impacted by external factors beyond an employee control. For example, sa panahon ng mga resesyon, maaring bumaba ang benta kahit na magsusumikap ang mga sales person na humantong sa mas mahabang bonus kahit na maganda ang kanilang pagganap.
Intrinsic and intrinsic rewards role in motivation. Motivation is the driving force behind why someone does something, while a reward is what they receive for doing it. Motivation usually comes before the behavior, as it sparks action, while rewards follow the behavior, providing recognition or computation for the effort. So, the intrinsic motivation daw ang hinungdan kung naigabuhat ng isa ka tao while ang reward is that they receive for doing it. So ang reward is muna ang gakadawat sa usa ka tao kung naa siya gabuhaton. The next is an intrinsic reward is an intangible and internal feeling of accomplishment or satisfaction, like knowing you did something right or helping someone. It comes from within the person performing the activity. So the example of intrinsic reward is internal motivation that stems from a sense of accomplishment, satisfaction, or personal growth, enjoying and challenges of learning something new. Dayon, an intrinsic reward is a tangible internal recognition such as certificate, trophy, or monetary bonus. These rewards are given by others and are separate from the person performing the activity. So, in the other hand, are internal motivation that are tangible and given by others. Money, salary, bonuses, or rises. An intrinsic reward is a tangible internal feeling of accomplishment or satisfaction. Like knowing you did something right or helping someone, it's come from within the person performing the activity. So example ani is, it is the knowledge that you did something right or you helped someone and make their day better. Dayon, an extrinsic reward is tangible, external recognition such as certificate, trophy, or monetary bonus. These rewards are given by others and they're separate from the person performing the activity. So, example ani is, it's a certificate or accomplishment, a trophy or medal for winning the race, a badge or points for doing.
1.5 Types of negative motivation. The pattern and description. First is hopelessness and helplessness. The lack of motivation seems unending and irreversible. Superior moods are caused by factors beyond your control, such as fate, common cycles, dietary factors, luck, and other people's evaluation of you. This expresses a feeling of complete hopelessness and hopelessness, a belief that the situation is unchangeable, often attributed to fate. Example is nawadan kang pag-asa kay doon may kapatid sa imong negosyo, ngayon din ko siguro nga dili harang sa inyo. Next is overwhelming yourself. You might magnify a task to a degree that it seems impossible to tackle. Okay, the sheer volume of work creates a sense of being overwhelmed and incapable. Example is kanang dami kag trabaho tas magayon ka na dili mo kaya ka na dami yung trabaho. Jumping to conclusion. Since that it's not within your power to take effective action that will result in satisfaction because you are in the habit of saying, I can't or I won't. But this is a negative assumption is made without any basis preventing action. Gusto ka mo apply yung trabaho, pero possibly kanila tawanan kayo walang kayo experience. The more you procrastinate, the more you condemn yourself as a failure. Failure is generalized to a person's flaw. Tangkaw, tanga, bugok, rather than specific. Example na kayo ka ng baka kapasa sa exam, tapos yun na yung isip ko, galingon nga, bugok. Next is undervaluing the rewards. The the reward simply would reward the effort. Okay. The reward or salary is not seen as sufficient for the different required. Example is, kanang kapit ka sa trabaho, okay, gamay lang sindo, tas dili worth it ang pagkano. Perfectionism. You defeat yourself with inappropriate goals and standards. The pursuit of perfection becomes a barrier to starting a complete anything. Example is, kanang gusto ka mag-start o mag-YouTube pero kailangan perfect ang pag-video, tas dili ka mag-upload kay dili pa perfect yung video. Pag-edit fear of success. Fear of failure. Because you imagine that putting in the effort and not succeeding would be an overwhelming personal defeat. You refuse to try at all. Fear of failure prevents taking risks and trying new things. Example is hadlok bagong negosyo kay basin mapakyan ka. Ngayon na lang ng sa karon. Fear of success. Because of your lack of confidence, success may seem even more risky than failure because you are certain it's based on a chance. Success is associated with increased pressure and responsibility, making it seem undesirable. Fear of disapproval of qualification. The image that if you try something new, any mistake or flaw will be met with strong disapproval or criticism because the people you care about won't accept you if you are human and imperfect. Fear of judgment from others prevents self-expression. Example, dili ka na maganda ka sa tubangan, tas dili ka gusto kay basin kandoon na ka kay one dog kang tingog. Next is fear and resentment. A deadly enemy of motivation is a sense of pressure. You feel under intense pressure to perform, generate from within and without. This happens when you try to motivate yourself with moralistic should and ought to tell yourself, I should do this and I have to do that. Your frustration results from your habit of comparing reality with an idea. Okay, feeling obligated and forced to do something even itself full can create resentment. Example is nagayon ka na kailangan ka magatabang sa mong mama pero gusto ka mo bagsa mong barkada siguro ka maglatlaga pero mapokus ka sa imong barkada. Next is low frustration tolerance. If your head when the two don't match you in their reality doesn't occur to you that it might be infinitely easier to change your expectation rather than to bend and face reality. Frustration with the learning process leads to giving up easily. Example is mag-stone kang drive pero isa mo na kay isugman kung dili ka makasabot mo na ka nga mag-goal ka kay ibati din mga sala nimo nga itabo o nakapasubo ka sa uban. Kung nga nagkunaon na ka nga wala kay pulos, dili ka ganan magbuhat sa imong mga dapat para sa so.
So 1.6, how to improve quality of work life. So ako rin siyang basahon and sa iyang mga definition kay understandable naman sa siya. So reward and recognition as a standard includes both material and psychological rewards, motivate employees to work harder. Proper recognition drives commitment, leading employees to invest more time and effort. Growth opportunities. Offering chances for responsibility promotions and learning helps employees grow. When employees see that their growth aligns with the company's success, they become more committed. Respect and self-esteem. Respecting employees boosts their self-esteem and motivates them to perform well. A respectful environment leads to stronger commitment and successful outcomes. Vision and network. A compelling vision gives employees a clear purpose. Leaders should align personal and organizational goals, making the vision challenging and rewarding to inspire commitment and performance. Mutual commitment. Employees should lead by example and provide necessary tools, training, and support to help employees perform well. This mutual commitment fosters a strong relationship. Good working environment. A positive work environment with teamwork, respect, and cooperation attracts the retains employees. Negative practices like politicking can push employees away. Empowerment. Empowering employees with authority and responsibility increases job satisfaction, commitment, and loyalty. Hiring the right people. Hiring employees with the right skills and attitude ensures a committed workforce. Work or life balance. Supporting employees in balancing work and personal life improves their job satisfaction and commitment to the company. Out of the way help. Small, thoughtful gestures from employers like visiting sick employees or supporting during personal challenges, strengthening commitment and loyalty. 1.7 has Herzberg's two-factory theory. So, this two-factory theory will explain by Anthony and Cairo Plaza. Herzberg's theory distinguishes between motivators, factors that lead to job satisfaction, and hygiene factors that lead to dissatisfaction. Motivators include recognition, responsibility, and opportunities for advancement, while hygiene factors include pay and working conditions. Improving hygiene factors prevents dissatisfaction but doesn't increase motivation. To enhance job satisfaction, leaders should focus on motivators like providing meaningful work and recognition, rather than just improving hygiene factors. However, the theory has limited empirical support and was based on interviews with a narrow group of workers, accountants, and engineers, which may not present all workers. So in the next slide, we'll explain by Anthony. So yeah, Anthony will explain the hygiene factor.
Now we are in hygiene factors. Hygiene factors are those that prevent dissatisfaction but not necessarily to satisfaction. If these factors are absent, they cause dissatisfaction. There prevents does not guarantee satisfaction. Hygiene factors, examples: pay, working condition, job security, and company policies.
The motivators. The motivators are factors that lead increase job satisfaction and motivation advancement and the work itself.
And that's our report. Thank you.